get mad at one another. All this bullshit he was talking like, what are you talking about, Hassan? You the one up here talking about doing harm to people, and I'm going to keep reminding you of the stuff you're saying. Because you're
somebody that everybody in the African American community hate. Somebody that people consider to be a race traitor. And you back and forth trying to work with them, you exposing yourself. The whole conscious community need to be wiped out. Y'all ain't shit. Yeah, I said it. As a matter of fact, I don't even understand where the fuck y'all come from. I ain't never walked through my hood and seen a motherfucker that called themselves the conscious community. Who started that? Let me guess, you, right? This world is fake devilish shit come from. What the fuck is the purpose of somebody getting rid of their religion so they can walk around looking like you? Like you ain't got a righteous bone in your body. What's the difference between me and Sonetta?
I just want to come on here and talk about something real quick. There's this guy online named Hassan Campbell, and all he does is spew out nothing but hate. And it's so fucking annoying, and it's like, my roommate watches him a lot, and I can't stand him. He's like, so fucking negative. He's talks about things that are irrelevant, really. He's fucking crazy. He just doesn't know when to just stop. And I've always wanted to say something, but I was scared that he would come for me. But I don't care, because I scare nobody. And this is just the internet. And you're not going to scare me. I'm going to speak my mind and say what I got to say. I just feel like he's very negative, and he speaks a lot of bullshit, and he talks a lot of shit, and I think it's fucking annoying. And yeah, a lot of people make videos about him. I'm not here to say all the other stuff they said. I'm talking about what I see in his videos. And the things he said, I don't like a lot of stuff that he says. I think it's rude, I think it's ignorant, I think he just needs to just log off and stay offline. Because he's an ignorant, sad motherfucker. Like, literally. Like, I'm sorry to curse, but he's really a sad motherfucker. And he needs to stop. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. And it's fucking disgusting. So, if he happens to come across this, Hassan Campbell, just log off the fucking internet and stop your bullshit, okay? Because not everything, nobody's after you. You're very controversial. You say off-the-wall shit all the time. That's why people fuck with you. I'm not saying it's right, but you warrant that.
The truth is, you're not on that page, and you're on the Hassan Campbell page because you're trying to build that page. Just tell the truth. Stop acting like somebody flagging your big pages. No, that page is big. You're trying to get the rest of them up there where that page is at. Stop telling the people that people is flagging you. People's not flagging you every day. You're the master flagger on YouTube. That people is flagging you. People's not flagging you every day. You're the master flagger on YouTube. You the one that flag people like crazy. Like, come on, you got a lot of your people that left your channel that's making videos now.
You're very controversial. You say off-the-wall shit all the time. That's why people fuck with you. I'm not saying it's right, but you warrant that when you act the way you act. Like, you're fucking ridiculous. You're very controversial. You're a hypocrite. What is that? You do too much. You contradict everything you fucking said. And I've watched your videos, because like I said, my roommate watches you. So I've seen you contradict yourself every motherfucking time. And it's like, really, bro? Really?
Behind the allegations. Now you come back and you hear more. You get the answer, you get the truth, and you still standing by Bam? Question. Has anybody ever seen Bam with a woman? Your name is Africa Bam Body. You claim Islam. 1 minute you do, 1 minute you don't. Everything about you says no homo. Well, it's supposed to. Where's your wife at? Why you don't have no kids? We're flipping to the next side. Where's your husband at? When you lay down at nighttime, where you sleeping at? There's no boyfriend that we see. You have multiple partners. When you get up, your thing is, everybody loves Bam. He's a celebrity. So what you do, you have all these young boys come hang around your house. They love Bam. Some of the older ones bring younger boys. You don't get them high. I would never say that about you. I've never seen you do that. They get themselves high. They get drunk. They have fun at Bam house. Next thing you know, you're putting on pornos, playing with little boys. I'll take you back to a story with me, Alibaba, which is Tafik's little brother, and Kip. Bam had all three of us in his house one day with some porn on, jerking all three of us off. Another situation. I mentioned one of my brother's name, and you know, I feel bad because he was upset. He was like, how could you do this to me? I got a family, ruining my reputation. He sent me a text stating that Bam just wanted me to jerk off in front of him, but I told him no. So I took the text and I uploaded it on Facebook. Everybody saw it. So he goes into the comments and he's saying, listen, y'all wanted me to jerk off. Bam offered us $10 to see which one of us could come first. He wanted to see which one of us could jerk off and masturbate first. But I told him no. See, I never argued with him because he didn't realize he just told on himself. I wasn't even there for that situation. I was getting far more worse than that. Moral of the story is, there's so many of my brothers. We're not talking about one.
Abused any underage boy?
I never abused nobody. You know, it just sounds crazy to people to say that here you abused me. You know, my thing is, you know all my people back then. You know the hundreds of people that been around me. You know, if something like that happened, why you never want to?
The accusations came as a shock. What is the motivation?
Yeah, what is the motivation? What is the agenda?
Do you think there is an agenda there?
It's hard to say. You know, you don't know what many of these people are thinking, what is behind it. Some parts I've seen, like it could be shake-ups, you know, certain things people might have wanted.
Bambaataa chief accuser, Ronald Savage, is now 50 years old. He claims in 1980, when he was 15 and under the age of consent, playing hooky led to his first sexual experience with the hip-hop pioneer and was followed by at least 4 other abuse incidents.
I didn't have nowhere to go, so I had his number, and I called him, and he paid for the cab for me to go to his house.
Savage claims through therapy he came to understand he was abused and became aware of other alleged victims.
I couldn't believe it. I was confused, I was a little nervous, you know, and I was just wondering, like, the other guy coming into the room and like, what was they gonna do to me?
I asked Bambaataa what he would say to Savage.
The brother knows the people who he came around in my group with and know that he wasn't in my presence less among those people, and he needs to go back and speak to those people who was part of our organization and deal with them and stop all this type of craziness that they've been trying to put by attacking me.
And you never touched him inappropriately?
I ain't touched this brother whatsoever.
First debate. Since the alleged incidents happened so long ago, no criminal charges can be brought. And there have been no settlements or payouts, says Bambaataa attorney Charles Tucker Jr. Have there been any criminal charges filed against Africa Bambaataa at all?
Absolutely not. Not today, not yesterday, not the day before yesterday, not ever.
The question now is what happens next? Can we ever find out the truth of what really occurred? And are there other victims out there who have yet to come forward? Or is this a case that will only be tried in the court of public opinion? Here's what both sides have to say. In our exclusive interview, Africa Bambaataa emphatically maintained he is not a sexual abuser. Do you feel now you are among that group of people falsely accused?
Oh, most definitely. I mean, there's always been things in our community where you falsely accuse people, or people have sit in the prisons, you know, political prisoners and groups like that, that they wait to 10, 15, 20, even 30 or 40 years before they find out that this person was railroaded.
Don't let them make you feel away. Could it breathe more?